Hi guys, this is Somnia Stellarum. Today I'm going to be starting a new series. It's going to be the Kerbal space program. So this is a game I really enjoy. It's all about space flight and that sort of thing, so it's a lot of fun, and particularly as an engineer, I studied a lot of this. This is why I became an engineer, was because I enjoyed spacecraft and that sort of thing. So this is definitely a game that I really enjoy. So I'm going to start a new game. I'm going to start a game in career mode, and I'm just going to play through it, and I'll talk about what my decisions are. You'll see, even though I know a lot of the theory behind it, it's not not necessarily the easiest thing. So you'll see that I'll be making mistakes. So it should be a lot of fun. Yeah, let's get to it. So I'm gonna call it Stellarum. Let's pick a flag. I am gonna go with rocket science. This yellow flag with the capsule. I kind of enjoy that one. So we'll try that. We're gonna be in career mode. We can look at our options here. I think we're just gonna leave all the defaults here on normal. So it should be pretty good. Yeah, we'll just start it with that. Into the game now here. Thank you, Mr. Kerman. I kind of like that they're all called Kerman. So the first thing I'm going to want to do, I'm going to just check out what kind of missions we can have. So we can do launch our first vessel. We could take 2 contracts, so I'm thinking of just taking these first 2 contracts here. Is this from orbit? Let me see. Transmit or recover any. Actually, we'll take this one first. So we got 2 days for that, 5 days for this, 5 days for that. So let's choose this one. And then gather scientific data. We'll take that. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're actually going to, I'm going to head into the vehicle construction. We got 0 science. So what we want to do is kind of gather as much science as we can. You can actually gather a bunch of science from, hello, Mr. von Kerman. Okay, he's the one person who has a different name. Everybody else is something Kerman. He's Werner von Kerman. So, yeah. Okay, I got it. Okay, so we've got a couple different parts here. We've got a solid booster. Actually, I'm not sure if I can do what I was planning on doing here, but we'll try. We'll see if we can. So we're gonna start with the pod. Let's see if we can do this. I'm gonna put actually. Yeah, let's try this. Yeah, let's put an adapter. Oh, we don't even have an adapter, eh? You know what? It might work anyways. Okay. What we're gonna do is we're gonna put some mystery goo units on here. So let's go into symmetry. So what I want to do is basically go on the launch pad. I'm gonna sit on the launch pad and just take a bunch of measurements. I'm gonna get my Kerman to come out of there. I'm actually gonna use Valentina. I was very happy when they came out with version 1.0. They had a Valentina, and they often have girl or women Kermans, Kerbals that are available to fly your spacecraft and that sort of thing. And I really enjoyed that. I thought that was very very good of them. There's definitely, you want to encourage anybody who wants to be in your space program. You want to encourage them to be in there, and having only male Kermans kind of makes it seem like only men can do spaceflight, and that's just not true. I mean, you look at somebody like, well, I'm from Canada. You look at Julie Payette. She's an amazing Canadian astronaut. And women are certainly, I would certainly encourage any woman who wants to be in the space industry or wants to be an engineer, they should. So I'm going to choose Valentina to be my main pilot. Yeah, so we'll go from there. So let's just pop this onto, we'll give this the Somnia science pod. So I'm going to save that, and we're going to launch it. Let's see if this gives us our, we might actually have to lift off of the pad to get our reward, but we might be able to get our science. I do have a couple mods loaded. You might have seen some of them. One of them is this science alert. So it lets me take find out what I need instead of having, because if I don't have this, I can just hit that. If I don't have this, I have to zoom in, click on this, click crew report. So instead of doing that, I just have to do this, and I get my crew report screen. So it's just a little bit of a handy update. So I'll keep that data. I'm going to do the mystery goo. So this is a brand new mystery goo. This is 3 science. So I'm going to keep that. I might as well take a second one since I am here, and it'll give me a little bit of science. It won't give me much, but it will help. It's saying 3. I'm not sure it'll be 3, but we'll see. We'll find out afterwards. And now we can actually take a quick EVA. So let's let's do that. I believe we'll be able to get, here, we'll do what I was saying here. So this is while flying over Kerbin's shores. Fantastic. So we can get 5.6 science for that. So we'll keep that data. Click on the crew capsule. We'll store that on the capsule. So this is a bit of, and I'm just going to step off of this. This is a little bit like administrative, almost. Can you? I want you to get over here. There we go. See, Miss Valentina is coming over here. She seems pretty happy. She can jump. She smiles. And I'm just going to get a quick EVA report for 2.4 science. So right from the launch pad, I'm going to keep that data. I'm going to climb back in here so I don't have to recover the vessel separately. So let's just jump real quick. Climb. And board. And let's recover the vessel. And let's see what we got. So we got 23 science from that. Pretty good. So we got the one flying over the shores. The second mystery goo gave us 3 science on the first one, and the second one gave us 0.7. So it dropped on the second one, but we still got a little bit of science, so that's good. And yeah, so we've got 23 science that we can spend. So let's head over to our research facility, and we'll see what we can research. So there's the engineering and rocket science, so we might as well get those 2 because I believe we're going to need those pretty much right away, and the engineering. So this will give us a science junior, a new capsule, a communications device, and a separator. So this will be very important. We've got another 13. We don't have enough to get anything else. So let's head back. We'll get back in our science pod actually. And what we're going to do is we're going to put the science junior on here. Let's go back to here. Get our science junior. We're going to put that on. I do not have any ladders, I believe. So we might have to. We'll get yeah, we'll end up with no ladder. So we'll jump off on. Actually, we don't need to do the AVN again. We could just do the science module, and then we'll yeah, we'll go from there. So let's launch this again. We'll get the science data. We might be able to roll our way off the launch pad just to get a little bit more data. You can go onto the space, like the launch facility grounds right beside here, and you can get a little bit more science. So we might as well do that. So first things first though, here, let's pop up our science alert. We'll do our material study. So we'll see, you can see they've got a bunch of materials in there. Materials show little signs of change. The one of these samples appears to be judging you silently. So apparently questionable science, but it's still worth 7.5. So I'm good with that. So let's keep that. Here, let's see if we can roll. I guess, maybe we can't roll. Apparently we can't. Oh well. Okay, we'll just recover it. That'll be fine. So we'll still get enough science to be able to go and unlock a few more things. So we got 7.5. Great. Got a bit more reputation. That's alright. We can, let's see, we can unlock. This gives us a heat shield, landing struts, parachute, and a service bay. This gives us a few aerodynamic parts. This gives us a bigger fuel tank and a swivel engine. I might go with this, because this swivel engine will let us maneuver a bit better. We can't get up to... I wouldn't mind getting up to some more science stuff, but there's nothing available here that will give us more science. There is something here, I believe, so we can get a thermometer, but other than that, we would have to get, at this row you have to use 45 science, and we're not going to be there soon, so we might as well get the bigger rockets, and we'll see if we can do... We can get a bit more science over here, actually. Yeah, we'll do that first. Oh, sorry. I gotta make a vehicle first. So this is the spaceplane runway. So let's see here. We'll put... Actually, we'll put this cockpit. We're gonna get it back anyways. And we're gonna put the Science Junior on it. Over here, like that. We'll put, gonna want to put a couple mystery goos. Let's put it right on the back here. Go to symmetry mode. So we got a couple on there. Let's just make sure we're not gonna put them. Yeah, because what I want to do is actually be able to roll this right off the runway. And if they're on the sides, they might kind of interfere with that or make it bounce, and then they might explode, and that'd be kind of bad. So let's put Valentina back in the cockpit. Actually, at this point, I do want to have two pilots who have some experience. So I'm going to put Jeb in here. We don't really need to communicate all our stuff back. Yeah, that'll be okay. So, call this the Somnia Science Explorer. We'll save that. And I believe we've got enough to launch. Yeah. So we're going to launch here. Well, we're not going to launch, but... Okay, so we have more science to do because we're on a different part of the space facility. Just see, this was getting the science, original science, so that gave us a bit of a goal that we met. Let's get a crew report, 1.5 science. Let's do the material study. 7.5, let's keep that. Do a mystery goo. Keep that. Might as well get the second one. We'll keep that. And then let's do our EVA. We might not be able to get back in the spacecraft, but that's okay. Let's see if we can get one here. Flying over Kerbal shores, so it doesn't give us anything, so we'll just leave that. Can we get down? He might end up falling. It should be fine though. I think he'll survive. There we go. And we're over here. So we'll take an EV report here. 2.4 science. I don't think the spacesuit was necessary. He's right. It probably wasn't necessary, but I guess it's more to test the spacesuit than anything else. Let's see if he can get back up here. Apparently he can. And let's board. And we're going to recover before we do the other test. That way we can do the material study and the rest of it. So we got another 15. Let's actually quickly get another quick test with that. The Science Explorer. Let's launch. Okay, so we're just gonna roll as soon as we get control. Great. So we'll put the science alert here. You'll see as I roll over, I don't want to roll too fast because I don't want to make it dangerous for Jeb here. It should be alright though. So you can just roll right off the runway. It's not the smoothest runway, it's kind of a gravel runway, so we're going to have to improve that at some point. But for now it's alright. Actually, I'm not sure if we're going to be... We should be on the Space Center ground still. So once we get past this line, you can see there's a bit of a texture break there. So once we get past there, we'll be on a different part of the Space Center. So we'll be able to take a crew report and our science data from there. It'll give us a little bit more science. Pretty much each biome will give us more data. So you could see there's the ocean, there's grasslands over here, there's mountains, there's highlands, kind of over in that direction. So there's definitely lots of science available. We'll just head over this way because it's close, and we don't really have much in terms of directional control, so it might be a little tough to get somewhere. But you see, as soon as we got over there, we got a science reports available. So let's just make sure we're right side up so we can do our EVA. Let's grab our crew report. Yeah, so crew report from the Space Center. We're home. Get a little bit of data from that, but that's good. We'll get our material study going, and we'll start our mystery goo too. It usually takes a little while to open, so let's do the same for this one. Again, we'll get less science, but we'll still get some. And grab that as well. And now our EVA. So we'll probably end up, if we do this, I think we'll end up with flying over Kerbal again. Kerbal shores, yeah. Doesn't really give us anything, so let's climb down. Whoa boy. Is he gonna fall? No, he didn't fall. I'm surprised. Apparently Jeb has pretty good balance. So we'll take that, another 2.5 from the Space Center. Great. So let's see if he can get back in again. Let's climb. So we can recover it, and now we're going to have enough science to continue our progress here. So we've got 30 science, great. It's almost enough for 2. We're going to be missing just a little tiny bit of science for 2 more of our research things, but not quite. So we can either get the aerodynamics with the winglets, which I don't believe we have. I don't think we start with winglets. Oh, we do. We start with small ones. So we might not need that. The radio decoupler is nice, but I don't know if we are going to need that right away. Actually, to be honest, I don't think we're going to be using any of these things, but we might as well get the more expensive thing. So it leaves us with 12 science still remaining. Okay. So, and while we're in here, we might as well check out, this is our science archive. So Kerbal space program is all about science. This is one of the reasons why I love this game. So you have Kerbal here. It's the Earth-like planet, and it has a moon. It has the moon called Mun, and it also has a second moon. It's a little bit farther out. So it's Earth-like, and they've got a moon, but it's a little different. They made it a little bit different. So you have Min Mus, which is a smaller moon. It's a little farther out, a little harder to get to, but it's easier to land on. So it's kind of cool. Then you have a bunch of different planets. So you have Moho, Eve, Duna, Dress, and Jewel. Jewel has a bunch of other moons as well. So we definitely want to be exploring these as much as we can. So far, we've only explored Kerbal. So we've only had a couple things going on at Kerbal. We've got a couple different biomes that we've explored, the launch pad, the runway, the space center, the shores. So these were mostly the flying reports. Crew report from Kerbal's shores, and EVA report from Kerbal's shores. Been flying over Kerbal's shores. So we've got a couple from the shores, but there's still more to come. There's going to be more technology so that we can research different things as well. So you saw there was a thermometer here. There's, I believe it's in here, a barometer. There's a bunch of different things. So we're definitely going to want to research as much as we can to get our technology up. And then we're going to try to make some interesting missions.